Today on the show, we talk about the brand new show Legion and what to expect on future episodes. All this and more on What the Hell Did We Just Watch? Welcome to another episode of What the Hell Did We Just Watch? I'm your host, Lou Motional Lou. How's it going, everybody? Everything's good. Everything's great. I hope you had a great weekend, and I sure as hell did. But let's get right down to it. This is our first ever Real Talk Rant episode for the TV show Legion. This will be an episodic show as well. Just coinciding with the TV show, we're going to follow everything that this show does and see where it goes. And on an episodic level, we're going to speak about it as we're watching, which is really, really something that I really like. And you know, that I'm going to be very happy about that we're going to do, because we're going to speak about it on episodic terms. And also, what can we expect? And, you know, what's coming down the pipeline, what are our theories and things like that. So without further ado, here comes Legion.
Look at me, I know what I am.
What's that?
So is he crazy?
He believes he's mentally ill. But he may be the most powerful mutant we've ever encountered.
They're coming and they're gonna kill you.
I have to know, is this real?
So, onward, Legion, episode 1, season 1. Holy shit, what an amazing first episode to a TV show. Blew my fucking mind. Is this the X-Men related media that I was hoping for? It sure as hell shaping up to be, that's for damn sure. I love this episode. Holy shit. I cannot stop thinking about it. I cannot stop talking about it, to the point where I need to make an episode. And here it is right here. And we will be here on a weekly level. Tune to us every Monday to hear what I have to say about Legion, and what maybe you guys have to say about Legion. Maybe we can, you know, have this wavelength where you're thinking the exact same thing that I'm talking about. And hopefully you will, you know, comment, like, and share what you guys think about what the episode was. Now, onward to Legion. This show is about a guy named David Charles Haller, who, believe it or not, his parent is a woman named Gabriel Haller, and his father is, believe it or not, Professor Charles Xavier. That's right, you heard it, Professor X. Now, in this show, he's non-existent in terms of Professor X. He's not in the picture. He's not there to be a father. You know, I'm assuming maybe he doesn't know. You know, so that's the reason why he's not under his wing. Another reason why he is non-existent in his life, and also even the mother, is because he is a paranoid schizophrenic, and he is institutionalized in a mental institution. You know what I mean? So that is exactly what's wrong with Legion. He has the exact same powers as Professor X, but he does not know how to manifest, how to control his powers because of his mental instability. He doesn't know what's going on, if things are right. He's not really conscious about how he is, if the powers that he has are real or not. He doesn't really know about that entirely. So he's trying to understand, like, he's trying to understand even if what's going on in his mind is real or not. You know what I mean? So while he's in this place called Clockworks, it's the mental institution, where I'm in love with the way that this film is being directed and how it's being shown. It reminds me of old school filmmaking, you know what I mean? And also some new school, but it's a lot of like art filmmakers that are making this show, but it's just one so far. But there's this vision that is just resonates out of something like Stanley Kubrick or David Fincher or even Christopher Nolan or Wes Anderson, in terms of like how things are structured and how things are lit. This guy Noah Hawley, who's the creator of this show, but who's also the creator of the show Fargo, which is doing very, very well. He just created this show. They let him create this thing, and it blew my mind. He, fell right out of the water. Like this, I could not stop watching this show. I was hooked the first 5 minutes that I got into the show. And then I was like, I'm not stopping watching this after about 10 minutes after watching this show. So here you got David Haller. He's living in this life inside this mental institution called Clockworks, and he has a friend named Lenny who's played by Aubrey Plaza, and she is awesome. I love her character presence in the show. It's pretty awesome. And they're just like a duo. They're friends inside the hospital, and along comes this girl named Sydney Barrett. Now Sydney Barrett is a girl that he like immediately falls in love with, love at first sight, as you could say. And she doesn't like to be touched. She doesn't like being around people too close. You know what I mean? But there was a session where they're just like talking to the doctor, and she comes in and she's talking, and he's like so like mesmerized by her that he just, you could tell he's has mental problems, because out of nowhere he just asks her if she wants to be his girlfriend, and she says yes. So they're hanging out in the hospital, like being a couple, so to speak, and then like holding hands with a scarf because they don't touch each other and things like that, which I think is very cute. It just works so fucking much in this show. You know what I mean? So, and as we learn David Haller, as he's talking to his psychiatrist and all this and that, we find out that there's this monster with yellow eyes that he keeps hallucinating in his mind. And we see him in the show quite a bit. Kind of freaky too, the way that they do it. They do such a great job with that. You know what I mean? So it's like fantastic. And he, just kind of like putting out all his feelings. This girl out of nowhere makes him forget those things. And he talks about how he likes being in this relationship, and that, it's helped him like kind of like calm things down. And so a little fast forward, we get this moment where he's being questioned, and he's telling the story about what was going on inside the Clockworks. So we find out that through there is that he's talking about this girl, Sydney, and they're telling him that that girl does not exist, that girl was never at Clockworks, that he had imagined her. And he's convinced, and he's saying that, he's like, look, I did not imagine this. She exists, and all this and that, and we also find out like a little bit later that they have him hostage in this covert place, and they make him think that he's like in a holding cell when he really, really isn't, and things like that. So you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's so many layers of this TV show that's going on. And I have to add is that the soundtrack in this movie and this TV show is so fucking amazing. The direction is fucking amazing. The acting is fucking amazing. Dan Stevens, who I just found out is the guy that plays Legion. I found out that he's going to be the Beast. Well, he is the Beast in the new Beauty and the Beast movie adaptation of the cartoon from back in the day. So like, I'm like, oh wow, man, I'm intrigued on how he's going to act. He's probably going to do a good job. Being here as Legion, holy shit. You know what I mean? I think this is going to be his bread and butter. If the story continues to be the way that it is, and the show continues to be the kind of show that it is, I'm all for it. I am on board. Fantastic storytelling. Editing is on point. It's going to be an 8-episode series so far. At least the season 1 is going to be, 8 episodes. So an 8-hour show. I always love it when they're short and sweet. That means no fillers and no crap in the middle. You know what I mean? So that means with 8 episodes, every episode has to count. And I have a feeling that that's the kind of show that we're going to get with this one. It's not even a prediction. When it's that short, you already know that you're getting a short and sweet story, which I want. Furthermore, it's like this show just cures all my shit that I have with the X-Men universe. Is I wanted something new, something fresh, something that doesn't feel, like it's 20 years old. You know what I mean? And I know that I'm not going to get that when Logan comes out. I'm going to get the exact same shit that they've been giving me for the last 20 years. And I'm done with that. But this show, Legion, just in 1 hour, they were able to blow my mind. And I already knew I was watching something different. So right there is just, I'm so happy. So he finds out and he realizes that he's being held prisoner in this place to try to find out where this girl is, Sydney Barrett. Now, when he's in there, he has like these kind of like very Inception-y kind of like dreams or kind of like memories where the girl that he's talking about, Sydney Barrett, is in one of his dreams while he's talking on the phone. He's telling the story about what's going on, about how the girl was gone. So he took the phone and he was trying to call the hospital saying, I need to speak to Sydney Barrett. They're telling him that she doesn't exist, that she's not there. And he's getting upset and frustrated. And he sees two people following him. And so he starts walking away. And so he sees Sydney Barrett. He says, what are you doing? He's like, stop. Don't pay attention to me. This already happened. And he's like, what? He goes, she's like, this already happened. This is just in your memory about the day that you got kidnapped, and she keeps repeating that. And he's trying to figure out what's going on. And I love the fact that this show raises a confusion when he's confused. I just love it when films or TV shows take you along on this journey with the main star of the show. And you're literally in his shoes, so to speak, for lack of a better word. You're in his shoes, in this person's shoes. So now he's inside and he's being held and he's being questioned and he's trying to understand where he's at. And they're trying to make him calm down, that he doesn't get so frustrated that, because things start moving within the room and things like that. When he's trying to calm down, he's starting to slowly figure that oh my God, this is a fake place. The girl Cindy Barrett in his memory told him the exact same thing, that you're in a facility, that you're being held without, against your will. And that he was telling her that because he was being currently subdued in water, sitting on a chair, and that if he were to move from the chair, that he would be electrocuted. So he was told by Sydney in his memory to slowly duck under the water. So after he did that, he realized that the whole entire room was exploded. Everybody died, and he threw himself in the water so he could be saved. So when he comes out of the water, he gets saved by Sydney Barrett. Lo and behold, here she is. And they escaped the facility in a very awesome action sequence where this guy is able to just flick people away, telekinetically. And the way that they show that in one continuous shot, beautiful. No cuts, barely little cuts, but it was mostly no cuts. And they're just running from the building away. And I actually saw it twice because I thought it was just amazing, that ending, that end of second act into the third act of that episode. It was just phenomenal. Now that the episode is over, one of my favorite parts that the awesomeness of the show is that he says, is this real? To Cindy. He asked Cindy, he was like, is this all real? Is this all happening? And she tells him, yes, this is happening. This is right now. And I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome, yo. And he's rubs his cheek as she's wearing gloves because you can't touch her skin, So, and I want to just leave that part alone, because if you have not watched this episode, watch it, because the part about her saying, don't touch my skin, it delivers, man. There's a scene in this episode that delivers about the whole don't touch me stuff. And you think it was just a mental thing, and it's totally not. You know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty awesome. Very, very fucking cool. So I think we're spreading enough movie awareness of Legion, episode 1, season 1. So please comment, share. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you think. If you have any input, did I leave anything out that is not too crazy and very spoilerish? We're going to get more in depth as the episodes go. You know what I mean? So just comment, share. Let me know what you think was going on. Let me know any theories that you might have and all this and that. I would love to hear it. I will read all of them, I promise. Now, terms of questions, what is real in this show? Are we in reality in terms of like how the episode ended? I think we are. The other question is, what exactly happened in the mental institution after everything went to shit in there? So like, are we going to find out what really happened in there? Like, will it unfold? You know, will Lenny come back? Will we see her again? You know, I hope so, because I thought she was great, you know, but those are the questions to ponder for next week. I will be with you in your ears every Monday. We'll be talking about every single episode that comes out from here on in. Now, you can listen to What the Hell Did We Just Watch on iTunes, Podbean, Podbay. You can listen to us on YouTube. You can listen to us on any format that it is that you listen to podcasts. I'm on Podcast One. I'm on, you know, like podcast.com, you know, so just listen out to there. You know what I mean? Like I said, you could just go on YouTube. There's a little fun wallpaper that you can watch, like kind of like interactive screen while you're listening for you guys. You know, pretty soon there'll be some changes that are coming, but for the most part, just, you know, try to be entertained with with your ears, man. Like I'm here for you, man. I have a soothing, sultry voice, I think. You know what I mean? So, and also, like I said, you can comment, like, share. You can go to facebook.com/whatthehellpcast. You can go on instagram.com/whatthehellpcast, twitter.com/thehellpcast. You go out. Like I said, you can comment on YouTube if you like on What the Hell Did We Just Watch. Just search there. You can comment on SoundCloud. Just search What the Hell Did We Just Watch. You can listen to all the shows right there as well. Now, all I got to say is peace out, yo.